In August 2018 I went to Thailand to do a yacht delivery with Gulf Charters International, and I flew into Suwannee Airport and caught a bus, a minivan, down to Pattaya. I stayed at a friend's house and he had this lovely pool out the back. And we spent a few days in his house, and we went out a few times for dinner and lunch and visiting his girlfriend, and it was a quite enjoyable time before we headed down to Koh Samui. My friend parked his car in the long-term parking at Utapao Airport in Pattaya, and we caught a Bangkok Airways flight down to Koh Samui. We caught a minivan to Beauput Beach, where we got on board the charter boat that I hired for a week, and we went and spent that time going from Anchorage to Anchorage, just enjoying firstly Koh Samui, then a number of other islands around Koh Samui like Koh Phangan and Koh Tao. We enjoyed the Festival of Lights, which is always in August in Thailand, and I'll just let you listen and watch the lights. Gulf Charters Thailand is now named Island Spirit Gulf Charter, and that's because most of their boats are Island Spirit catamarans, and I own an Island Spirit catamaran, of course, and I've sailed on sailing vessel Vesta and sailing vessel Bliss and sailing vessel Island Breeze and a number of other boats which weren't in this anchorage at the time. And because I've sailed on a number of vessels, I have actually forgotten which Island Spirit catamaran I got for this particular week. But it was brand new, and I was only the second person to actually use the catamaran. This is an image of us leaving Beauput Beach and heading towards Koh Phangan, and this is Michael at the helm, and he like myself at the time were only novices with 1,000 nautical miles under our belts, so we were careful and took our time. There was no real wind, so it was quite a comfortable week, nice and hot, and we kept out of the sun most of the time. This is a shot of the interior, and the fans are going to keep the air moving because this particular, or most of the Island Spirits don't have any windows that you can open in the galley and lounge area. So you can see the wind's only about 5 to 8 knots by the flag, and the seas were absolutely dead calm, and hardly any clouds, and just a lovely time cruising. As you can see, there's no sails up. So this was the same situation most of the time that we had the weeks cruising around Koh Samui. and as you can hear in the background, Michael loves his rap music. I consider rap music spelt with a C, crap music. But here we have the sails up for this particular day, and you can see the plastic bag that I use from the starboard side helm station because I can't bend my neck high enough to see the wind vane nor the flag. So then we enjoyed that 8 or 9 knots of wind for those 4 days before we joined a delivery crew, and that delivery took us from Beauput Beach in Koh Samui up to Chang. This was another brand new boat, so we enjoyed the company of other men on the delivery, including an instructor who was returning to Pattaya and supervising this boat's return to Koh Chang. So at anchor we enjoyed the island of Koh Tao.
Yeah, better view.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll step up in a minute.
It's an amazing view. Look at that.
Peaceful,
Incredible.
quiet.
So quiet, unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Jesus. So what are the monthly charters like? Do you have an idea?
The what, sorry?
Monthly charters. Rates.
Oh, the rates. I don't. No, I never looked at them.
Yeah. The thing is, I've never taken a boat from Gulf charters because they have like 20% more than for Phuket or Samui or...
That's a fair call then, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, 20% is a fair bit of cash.
Well, it is.
But I
I
like
don't know whether you want as much short race as that.
Fuck yeah.
Then we were back out on the water, and if you can see, it was a little bit cloudy. We just missed a bit of a storm. That's why we went into Koh Tao for the evening, and we were under engines because there wasn't enough wind. And with deliveries they do use the engines more than the sails because they really don't want to damage the boat any more than they have to. And here's the instructor sitting down just relaxing. And he was the instructor that actually took us on the Zero to Hero course through Gulf Charters, Thailand. This boat had an unusual design of the canopy that you could see the sails through, which was quite good. And you can see there's no sails up at the moment, and the wind is what, 10, maybe, yeah, around 10 knots, just looking at the flag. You'll see the canopy over the port helm station, and because this boat was fairly new, the helm station itself was still open and exposed to the weather, but it doesn't really matter in tropical Asia, you know, especially the sailing areas that Gulf Charters Thailand uses, Koh Samui, Koh Chang, and sometimes Pattaya, and these gauges were quite clear and fairly well set out. These boats vary between $350,000 to $450,000 for a bare bones boat, and of course if you add more equipment it costs you more money. On this particular delivery we did 4 hours on the helm and then 4 hours rest, and then 8 hours sleep if we could get it, and the rest of the time just fellowshipping with the other members of the crew. And although you see a sail up, the engines were still on. So we stayed overnight at a island close to Koh Chang before we sailed into Gulf Charters base in Koh Chang and handed over the boat in one piece. So here's an image of the Koh Chang Island with the Gulf Charters Thailand base in the southern end of it, had to catch a minivan up and catch the ferry across to Trat, and then a minivan bus into Pattaya. And once we reached Pattaya, I stayed overnight at Michael's residence and enjoyed the pool and the comfort of air conditioning. And then we went out for dinner, of course, and the next morning had breakfast, and he took me down to the bus 389 office in Pattaya, and you catch this bus from their office up to Sukhumvini Airport. I'm not very good at pronouncing that. And unfortunately for me, the captain of the aeroplane, called Chris, wouldn't let the plane fly. He wasn't quite happy with a small problem, so they put us up overnight in the Novotel Hotel near the airport, and it was absolutely a beautiful place, 5 stars. And it was beautiful food. They gave us a voucher for the food as well, and I didn't get to swim in the pool, but I could have. And as you can see, the room was quite beautiful as well. That was top class, so that they did go out of their way. AirAsia has been good to me over the years. Then we flew AirAsia back to Melbourne, and this is the new terminal area with the Sky bus into Melbourne City. The video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of a sailing boat delivery from Koh Samui to Koh Chang, August 2018.